Welcome to the Coast to Coast podcast, brought to you by PlayPicks and thelines.com. I'm your host, Nate Weitzer, here on the East Coast today, flying solo with Josh Lander off for the holiday. It is a full MLK slate across the NBA. We have 6 games starting in the afternoon here on the East and 6 games starting after 6 p.m. Eastern time. So a lot to choose from. Please check out our full article up on playpicks.com with game picks, props picks. We also have that player props video up for you today. You can find out on our Play Picks channel. Please do like and subscribe to the page. And as always, if you need a FanDuel or DraftKings account, head to ftpicks.com or dkpicks.com. Find those listings in your local area. Today, the one pick we are going to take in terms of a game pick, the Toronto Raptors at the Miami Heat. That is a 7:10 Eastern time start. The total right now at 210. I'm liking the over, despite the Raptors' trend of going under lately. I will tell you why in a minute, but there are 11 other games here to look at. Some of these might have started by the time this is airing, but we will run through them all. Pelicans are plus 5.5 at the Celtics at 12:40 there. Hornets plus 1 at Knicks, 1 o'clock start. The Sixers minus 4 at Wizards. Joel Embiid leading our player props. Our video today. The Nets are plus 3 at the Cavs, 3:10 p.m. start there. Bulls plus 8.5 at the Grizz as they look to snap their rough patch here. The Pacers are plus 1.5 at the Clippers. Then we get to the night starts. Bucks minus 5.5 at Hawks, total up at 228 there. The Blazers are minus 2 at the Magic. The Suns minus 5 at the Spurs. Thunder plus 11.5 at the Mavericks. I would take that points all day. Dallas not necessarily a home favorite to cover. And then the Jazz are minus 5 at the Lakers with a total of 233 and climbing. Interesting options there. Rudy Gobert did just come back to help the Jazz shore up their defense. With the Raptors, I just mentioned it off the top. They had gone over in 10 straight before going under in 4 straight, and their pace suddenly dropped to last in the league. Their offense, if rating, 26th in the league. There is some circumstances in terms of who they're playing in these games, and the first 2 were at home against the Pelicans and Suns, 2 teams that will slow you down, rebound the ball, and take away the fast break opportunities that the Raptors like. It's a little more of a head-scratcher looking at them losing to the Pistons on the road, first of all. A Detroit team that plays fast, typically doesn't score, but held the Raptors to just 93. And then they beat the Bucks, but it's more strange that the Bucks just weren't able to get over 100 points against this Raptors team that on the road is 22nd in defensive rating. Typically play at a faster pace on the road. They are allowing the 6th most assists per game on the road, which is key for a Miami team that scores the 2nd highest amount of assisted field goals at home. For me, it's more about what Miami does at home. Very good offense. In fact, 2nd in offensive rating in home games over their last 5. They're 2nd in offense. They're averaging 115 points per game in that span. They've gone over in 9 of their last 12. And the exceptions are pretty glaring in terms of their last loss, only getting 98 against a Sixers team that plays at the slowest pace and can really muck it up against Jimmy Butler and company. Bam Adebayo could be back tonight. He's missed about a month with that thumb injury, and that could hurt your over pick by the numbers. But that's just because without Bam, the Heat have been scoring more points per game, over 109 here. Their defensive rating has jumped a couple points as well, and that's part of the reason we've seen over in 9 of the last 12. If Bam does come back, probably still looking at under 30 minutes here, probably going to help out offensively as well. Allows them to run a lot of those sets, the horn sets, or things from the elbow to get Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson open for threes, and that's really where Miami has been money at home, but also giving up a ton at home. They allow the 2nd most triples per game at the 2nd highest clip in these home games. And Toronto, in their last 6 road games, scoring the 6th most points off triples per game. They do have their big 3 to an extent. Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby, all those guys capable of getting 20 plus and competing with this Miami team that they've actually gone over with in 4 of the last 5 in Miami. tend to go under in Toronto. But the last time these teams met, they totaled 224. That'll certainly get you over the total of 210 right now. It was 211, 212, and it's dropping. And the Heat team total is also where I would look at 107 because, again, they're scoring 115 in this recent span. They score over 107, I think 109 points per game at home this season, where, again, they are extremely efficient. That would help offset if the Raptors are going to continue to play at this very slow pace. But I like the feistiness of Fred VanVleet and company. A bit of a grudge match for him head to head with Kyle Lowry, former teammates there. I think he will not miss his opportunities from three. Miami gives you those opportunities. I think both teams will get over 100 tonight, and that's going to get us over. I'm not going to try to pick a winner in this game at all. Toronto has been so up and down. If Bam comes back, I would lean Miami, but I think I would lean total here, and with the Heat total as an option that you could definitely use if you worry about Toronto's ability to hit shots from the perimeter, because that's really what it's going to come down to against a Heat team that is number one in points in the paint allowed in the last three and could get their paint protector back in Bam Adebayo. So that is our preferred pick for the night slate tonight. Again, please check out the player props video we have up, as well as that article on playbix.com. Like and subscribe to the page and keep an eye out the rest of the week. We will have a full slate of videos as we move on past MLK Day and towards the All-Star break. And as always, happy betting.